Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a beer review on, this is that Orange Golden Ale that I brewed about 4 weeks ago. I can't believe it's been a month. So it's time to try it and we'll see. Do you ever brew a beer and you're like, I don't want to have a preconceived notion, but I have a feeling this is not going to be one of my favorite ones. I don't know why, it just, I don't know. I like to try new things though. And this had the orange peel, dried orange peel that you put in the last 5 minutes of the boil. And I just thought that sounded interesting. I like it when there's different ingredients. So I hope that I am pleasantly surprised. And I hate when I kind of have that preconceived notion. But I'm not usually into orange beers or citrusy beers for that matter. I mean, citrus notes is one thing, but I mean like fruit in your beer kind of beer. So anyways, let's see what happens. So it's really light in color. I'd say like a pale yellow or straw colored. I don't know. It's really, really yellow, really, really light beer. Definitely hazy. So I don't know where that haziness comes from. Maybe, I don't know if the orange peel, I wouldn't suspect that the orange peel, and maybe it would, because the orange peel is going to have some oils in it and some fibers or something in there. I don't know. So maybe that's why. Let's go ahead and pop it open and go from there. All right, I'm standing up. Let's see how it carbonated. Good, definitely carbonated well in the bottle, conditioned well in the bottle. Let's see. Oh, I was trying to get my flashlight on. That'd be just my luck that it would run out. Yeah, you can see the carbonation running through there if I go this way. There we go. Yeah, so it carbonated well. Let's go ahead and give it a pour. Let's see what kind of head we get on this. I mean, I guess it's a pretty color, but really, definitely carbonated. We'll see if it's carbonated too much. So look at that. There's really not a head on that. Ah, almost spilled it. I mean, I have really small hands, but I mean, just like the width of that, my little finger there, it is kind of that sudsy, kind of, let's see, look at all that carbonation. And, Mr. F, if you're watching this, Mr. Finro, you were talking, I think it was you. Yeah, it was you. You were talking about the difference between carbonation and foam. I think this is a really good example of that. I had never thought about that before. I think I thought if it was highly carbonated, you would have a large head on there. But this is a good example. It's still just foaming, or not foaming, but bubbling. But there's virtually no head on that. So, all right, let's smell it and see what we think. Okay. Let's smell and see what we get. Sometimes I don't think I have a very good sniffer. I struggle with articulating what I'm smelling, but in this case, honestly, I'm not smelling much. Maybe it's my brain thinking it's an orange golden ale, and with that orange peel in there, I should be smelling orange. Maybe a hint that you can smell that's citrus orange. Honestly, it kind of smells, like I said, there's not a huge odor or smell to it. maybe just smells slightly grainy, almost yeasty. It's like I can smell the yeast. I wonder if this needs to condition longer. Let me know. And maybe if it's smelling like that, if it smells like yeast, maybe it's not quite done yet. Maybe it's too young a beer. Yeah, I'm just not getting a whole lot of smell whatsoever. That's interesting. I've never had that happen before. So I forgot to talk about before we actually go on. So this is Orange Golden Ale. It uses Bryce Pilsen light malt extract, Cascade hops, both bittering and aroma. They don't tell you the yeast, of course, in the kits. And then it had the orange peel. It's 5.5 ABV and like 16 IBU. So it's a very malty beer. So now let's give it a taste. Okay, so definitely very malty. It's, you know, I didn't get the orange smelling it that much. You get it a little bit more tasting it, that citrus kind of flavor to it. But just kind of grainy. You know, I wouldn't say it was like a biscuit or anything like that, or toasted bread or anything like that. Just kind of a grainy flavor to it. The bitterness is restrained, of course. Like I said, it's a very low IBV or IBU. The malt sweetness is high. You can kind of taste that on your lips afterwards, kind of lingering around just a little bit, but not for too long. So the body is somewhere between drying and soft, I would think. And again, I experienced this with one of my last beers. I can't remember if it was one of my own or something I was just taste testing, but it was, it might have been that Oktoberfest that I did a review on, maybe. But it was like, it was so carbonated, it almost like stings your tongue a little bit. This isn't quite as much as the last review I did that way, but I'm starting to learn that I think I like that carbonation to be low. And again, it's interesting, Mr. F, when you were talking about that, it has something to do with proteins for forming that foam. So carbonation I feel like was high. Like I said, almost a little drying. I don't know, this is interesting, you know, balance and drinkability. For sure, I'll finish out the 7 pints here. I'm not sure I would make this one again, though. Don't get me wrong, it's not a bad beer. It's just kind of a bleh. It's just kind of there kind of beer. I mean, you know, it's refreshing. You know, it's a beer, but I'm not sure if it's something that I would brew again. And I think this is the first one I've brewed with these kits where I've said that. I think I've liked them all so far. You know, and it does have that little bit of the, remember I told you it smelled like yeast? It kind of has that flavor. A little yeasty. So I am wondering if maybe it'd be better if I let it condition maybe for another couple weeks, just put it away for a while and just see. I think I'm going to do that, and then I'll do another review where we'll pop it open and let's see if it's improved. Because like I said, this is just kind of a kind of beer. But that's what's fun about brewing, is you find out those kinds of things. And my intuition told me that this might not be one of my favorite ones. But anyways, it's not bad. It just doesn't have a lot of flavor to it. And that aroma, that smell, just not getting that. So anyways, thanks for coming along, you guys. I'll catch you on the next one. I'm out for now. Bye. Dawn, for your beard. They come in blue, orange, yellow, green, and pink. And I even have a blingy one on today. See you later.